Okay, if it doesn't work on this one, I'm throwing the iPhone window because this is the new iPhone. It's not the old one. It's not the window phone. So, better be hearing my voice, I swear. Can you hear me? Sound. Sound. Okay, cool. Just waiting a second for the intake to kind of pick me up before I start speaking. I'm losing my voice. Okay. It's been about a minute. There you are. That's where you were. This is Buffalo, New York. This right here. It's Las Vegas. And I'm going to tell you everything you want to know about Las Vegas. All the hidden secrets. Ask me. 504 North Circle. You guys looked it up, right? The middle of the hood. Okay, well, I started out here. Actually, I started here in Boulder City. There's Lake Mead, Arizona border. A little patch of green right here. Boulder City, Nevada. That's where I got my start. So I'm gonna zoom out here and we're gonna go to Boulder City PD really quick. Let's see if I can find it. What they call it? Mean green, clean green, Boulder City. There were more methamphetamine addicts per capita and sex offenders per capita in Boulder City. You can look it up. I think it's close to more than any other city in the country. Sex predators? I believe. I could be wrong. You could ask Rock though, but last time I checked, yes. Methamphetamine busts and trailers. Yeah, clean green Boulder City. This is the main entrance and then into Las Vegas. But back to here we go. Getting seasick yet? Okay. Main Street. When I was bad as a rookie, they used to stick me right out here. Right there. In the police car. In the middle of 120-degree weather. If I was bad. Or did something wrong. It made me sit there in an air-conditioned car. In the middle of the desert. For an hour or so. Not directing traffic. Not doing anything. Sitting in a hot car. Been there a few times. Loved working for Boulder City. Police department was awesome. I'd love to name some names. Mike and I could keep going with all the names. Everybody I worked with there was great. Boulder City was a quiet little palm tree ridden desert town. Very quiet, even though it had its drug problems. For the most part, we had a ton of fun. Where we start getting into the business end of things, I forgot the address of the police department, so I think it's like 901 something. Arizona Street, yep. Bloop. And there we go. I used to park my car right there. Walk in the back door. Actually, can I go here? Hey, look at that, I can. Yep. Yeah, there. Go in, that's the reports. Main entrance. I showed you where I parked my personal car, like right here. Rockstar parking. I was a rookie, so they played tricks on me. And it was one of our squad cars. We had a lot of fun. Ton of fun. I gotta say, Jeffrey Grasso. Jeffrey Grasso was the best. One of the best cops I've ever met. He trained me. I don't know if I can get in trouble for saying his whole name, but I don't care. I'm saying good things about him. He trained me, took me under his wing. He's funny as hell. Great sense of humor. That was mine. That's what I drove. That and a patrol car. They got a black and white. Yep. The black and white. Anyhow, Jeffrey Grasso was my drill instructor during the academy, one of them. My TAC officers, drill instructor. I was in the military. I can't believe their cars look exactly the same. Almost 20 years later. That's the auxiliary cars. When I first started, I started as auxiliary. I have the badges I showed you guys. They're little ones. Volunteer. Didn't get paid. Wrote parking tickets in handicapped stalls. That's where I got my start. Went through the academy. Graduated. Earned that. Had fun in Boulder City. It had to be 2-3 years. Honest to God, it was the best police department. It was like Mayberry. Miami. It was like Andy and Mayberry. All the guys love to joke around. Well, not all of them. Mike Daniel. These are respectable cops. My academy is right behind the sign. In the back. So, what was that? How long was the academy? 9 months? Yeah. What's up, Kurt? 9 months in the academy, I believe. I got my category 2 police officer from Boulder City Police Department. Started off as category 2 officer, which could only do certain things. In Nevada and out west, it's way different. I'm not meaning to be an ass, but the cops out here are so unprofessional and makes me cringe. It's just so gross. Kurt, no offense, man. You are a diamond in the rough when it comes to professionalism and courtesy towards the public and doing your job. Yes, Kurt, you're the man. Anyhow, Boulder City gave me that foundation as a category 2 police officer. I could do patrol, I could write speeding tickets, blah, blah, blah. That's about as much as I could do. Then I got my category 1. And that's what moved me to one of, what the hell am I? I'm lost. Oh my God. It's a dick car. But, patrol car. I got my first police car. Oh, I was so happy. I remember the day they handed me the keys. Happiest day of my life. I worked so hard for that day. It's gonna make me cry. If I could find a freaking patrol car, I loved it. I loved my car. I took care of it. Oh, I scrubbed it clean, dripping wet. There we go. Um, Uniform, always in order. Everything down to a T. Hang on. You gotta remember, there you do. Okay? No. All right. You gotta realize what you're dealing with now. I covered this before. Um, yeah. This this picture was taken after Boulder City. So I was even younger in Boulder City than I was then. Cocky, arrogant little bastard, right? You would think so, but no. I actually got dubbed Officer Friendly in Boulder City. Okay. Um, Same uniform, same color, almost. I do look like a baby there. That's when I was good looking. I would love to come on shift, especially early in the morning before the sun come up. Get in my patrol car, fill her up with gas, and just do a lap around the city. Check everything out. 5 in the morning. It smells like wet desert. Jenny, Rosa, you know what that smells like. I was gonna say they don't have a motorcycle unit, but I drive around the city, so peaceful and quiet. Neighbors knew me, yeah, everybody. It's a small little town, Officer Robbins, blah blah blah. No trouble, no problems, blah. Well, I'm not gonna say that so fast. We did lose an officer. Oh, let's take you down Main Street. Arizona Street, that's right. It was nothing but tourists. Tourists. And it was really cheesy. Oh, here it is. Yeah, world's biggest, like, antique market or something. Really, it was a really cheesy, like, keychain shot glass store. Anyway, I had my little places I hung out. Did a lot of traffic. Spent a lot of time walking around too. Um, Walk around and talk to people. I like doing that. The police department was literally right here. Like right down here. I would walk up and down. Some days, leave my car sitting in the lot, and I would just go out walking. Half a shift walk. Get in the car, do the rest, whatever. All right, let's get out of here. Yes, I do wish I was warm in Vegas right now because look at that crap. Anyhow, get me out of here, Google Earth. Bam. Back to reality. Boulder City Police Department. I had a high-speed chase there. Originated on the 95, which was the corridor between Arizona and us. Anyhow, Hoover Dam. They had their own police department, literally, for this. 20 guys, 20 cops for a quarter of a mile. Not kidding you. I knew them. Anyway, our jurisdiction ended right here. Arizona, right here. Colorado, right here. Lake Mead, right here. City of Las Vegas, right here. And when I worked in Boulder City at the time, I lived right up in here. I'll get to that in a minute, though. I got hired on as a Las Vegas constable. At the same time, I was Boulder City Police. Las Vegas constable, way up here. 3rd Street. You can look it up. I think it's 532 3rd Street, something. We'll look it up in a second. I used to work 16 hours in Boulder City. Come home, sleep for a couple hours, go to the constables at 8 in the morning, work there till 4 or 5 in the evening, put the Boulder City uniform back on at 6, and work until 6 a.m. I did that stint for about 2 years. I started to get burnt out. Sorry, Rose, I'm just reading your post. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna try not to get distracted about posts about aircrafts. I'm talking about Las Vegas, but anyway, long and the short, boom. Yeah, had a career there. Yeah. 3 years, 4 years. Great times. 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, I'd do night shifts too. I'd love to sit up here on top of the mountain, look over the whole city. You could see the whole city from the top there. I'd sit up there all the time. Sunrise, sunset. Love you, Boulder City. Let me take you to the prettiest part of town. It's the best part of Boulder City, the prettiest part of Boulder City. Lots of famous people live right here in this strip up against this wall. Tom Hanks has a house out here. There's a house in the shape of a pirate ship. I was at a party at once. Where'd it go? Who's the guy with the mustache? The other Tom Selleck. He had a house here. Responded to a call across the road from his house. I don't think that's it, but he was behind a gate and under a little dip in a hill. Actually, it might be him. No. But it was a house in the shape of a pirate ship. Where'd it go? We had a call there once. And I ended up getting invited to a party there. You guys will get a kick out of this if I can find it. It looked like a freaking pirate ship. The whole house was a pirate ship with a big pool. Courtney, Cox, famous person. See, one of these 2 mansions. Black hair, friends. Where's the pirate ship house? man. Rich Man's Row was right down here because it had a beautiful overlook of the whole of Lake Mead. That's Lake Mead Park and trailers and things that come with trailers. And I didn't mean that in a bad way, so don't take it that way. I gotta find this pirate ship house. It's really funny. Maybe I'm just losing my mind. Maybe that was a different city I was in. Anyway, that sucks. There are so many cool houses in Vegas. There's a house in Vegas that's painted up Louis Vuitton. I knew the guy. He changed it all the time. Changed it to graffiti. Anyhow, long or short, that's where all the rich people live in Boulder City. Right down here. Rich, famous, beautiful overlook of the city. Boats at the marina right here. I used to love going down there because I love water and I love heat. And there's the marina. I would take the car down there sometimes just to kick up dust. Waste some taxpayer gas money while working in Boulder. Another one, REO Speedwagon, Jeffrey Grasso. I was with him. He lived over here as a drummer for REO Speedwagon, somewhere in his neighborhood. Went to his house, had a call. I had no idea who he was, neither did my partner. I didn't give a crap, really, because they were all over the place anyhow. Answered the door, guy turns freaking pale white. Pale white, boom, hits the ground. Me and my partner looked at each other, what the fuck? Ended up having a heart attack right there. So me and Grasso, boom, 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 CPR, all that good stuff. And guess what? He's still alive today. I won't say his name, but I will say he's the drummer. I believe he's still alive today. That was my first life-saving medal. Blue and white. Got it right there. Thank you, Mr. REO Speedwagon. So, yeah. That was my first taste. I was wet behind the ears. 3 years, you're still a rookie. Until you hit 5. So, when I was in Boulder City, nobody listened to me. I was a little guy. And they love picking on me. But I love them to death. Right here. I would go down here. This is the main corridor into Vegas. I would go sit right in the middle of the... Remember Obama went to the famous light electricity solar power plant? Well, it's right here. It's in Vegas. That's where he went. I remember that because he was president at the time, I believe. We had to escort his ass down there. Unless I'm thinking of Bill Clinton. And I've seen Bill Clinton, Obama, Bush, I think. 3 presidents in Vegas. No, I forgot what I was saying. So we slowly move away from Boulder City, where I was doing that, and the constables at the same time. Constable, guys, if you don't know, is a law officer in Las Vegas who had main job and responsibility is evictions and bad daddies, taking non-paying parents to jail. That's why I always pay my child support on time, because number one, I love my kids, and number two, yep, You don't want to end up down there. So we move into the big city, and I was a constable. Holy cow, look at all the blue. Mm. Every inch of the city, every nook and cranny I knew. That's just a start. Still wet behind the ears. Constable, serving paperwork on 3rd Street. Somewhere down here. I want to see. I won't bore you too long. 503 3rd. I know they moved their office from. Here we go. Clark County Government Building. Well, Raiders. Las Vegas Raiders. Crap. We started out driving our own cars. Believe it or not, they would reimburse us for gas money. Yep. Reimburse us to use our own cars as law enforcement officers. Now they have cars. Constables got served by got paid by per pieces of paper they served, warrants, anything, whatever. Excuse me. Wait, see, up. Let's see what the constable looks like. Let's say constable pictures. Maybe my picture will be in here. Well, that's the cars they have now. The guy I worked for, his name was Bobby Gronauer. He was awesome. Yep. Right before I left, they switched to these cars. Before I was driving, not kidding you, to serve warrants, I was driving a convertible. I'm not lying. In full uniform, in a convertible, 8 to 16 hours a day. See if I know any of these guys. Actually, I know him. Yeah. And there's another guy named Brian. There's no, it's LVMPD. I'll say it's constable's office. This is a new building. I worked there when it was the old building. Focus. The old building was up the street a little bit. It was a little bit run down right here, actually. It was exactly it. No. That's the building. That was right. We're walking the stairs up the doors. 3rd floor, boom, boom. Anyway, arrest. That's all we did. Not arrests, paperwork, kicking people out. I'll tell you a few bad stories. Saw a couple of people unalive themselves right in front of me. Me and my partner Brian, we had a big problem with doing evictions on Christmas Eve and Thanksgiving Eve or Thanksgiving Day or Christmas Day. Oh, we got that changed, the law. Now in Las Vegas, you cannot be evicted on Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, or Thanksgiving. Thank you very much, Brian and myself, and to Bobby Gronauer, who was the chief at the time. Yeah, Christmas Eve one year, I walked in the door. It was 3 in the afternoon. We didn't work in partners. We worked on our own. Um, looks like a friend of mine, Terry. Um, we worked alone. One, yeah, it was Christmas or Thanksgiving or Christmas Eve. Yeah, Christmas Eve, 3 or 4 o'clock. Long and short, I knock on the door. He's had his 3 days notice warning. Hey, we're coming back. We're coming back. It's like, all right. He was in a trailer. He's like, let me get my shoes. Let me get my pants. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, all right, take your time. I said, get all the stuff you need. I always felt bad doing that crap, kicking people, especially with families and kids. Oh my gosh, I felt like the worst. So the landlords would pay the courts to have people evicted, and we would be the assholes that would have to go out there and kick them out. Anyhow, long and the short, this guy goes in, and policy was never let him out of your sight after this. Well, before this actually too, policy was never let him out of your sight, but I wasn't getting the vibes from that guy he was going to do anything stupid. Next thing you know, I hear poof, gunshot, one single round. Didn't even have to go in the trailer. I knew exactly what happened. That was the first one. The second one did it right in front of me. Um, yeah, I do want to do a book. I got a shitload of stories. But I'll never forget that first guy. Blue jeans, flannel shirt, gray baseball cap, kind of like this. Normal looking guy, didn't act normal, totally cool. Walked right up to me, shook my hand, didn't look in distress. He said, yeah, let me go grab a few things, blah, blah, blah. Everybody was cool, and then bang, pop. And the place was flooded with cops. Horrible memories. Yeah, the one guy I walked into the apartment to go kick him out. He walked right up to me, right in front of my face, and pulled the trigger. So, that was fun to watch. And that wasn't the only ones. There was more. I walked in on a few people that were actually deceased. There was one trailer, girl story ahead. There was one trailer I went to. I was a rookie. And I forgot where exactly it was. That's just your old console battle. Yeah. Yeah, one time, this was in Boulder City, actually, when we did this one. An eviction in Boulder City. Because not only did we do evictions in the city, we did them for the whole county. And the whole county's like, great. Here. That's the whole county. And no, prostitution is not legal here, okay? So let's get that out of the way. It's legal right here. Pahrump. So you want your hookers, go to Pahrump. Stay out of Vegas. Dirty horse. Or you could just go down to Tropicana Street. And they're all over the place. Filthy. Anyway, North Las Vegas constables, they had a department too. Was I saying? So I walked up to a trailer door to do an eviction one day, and I noticed that all the windows were painted black. I'm like, who the hell would paint their windows black? Whatever. I walked around the front of the trailer, and I smelled the smell. I'm like, holy crap. And I put my arm on the window. As soon as I put my arm on the window, the whole window moved. It was flies. It's like, holy shit. Obviously, between the smell and the flies, anybody could put two and two together. Unalive. And she was unalive for quite a while. In the movies, it looks like burnt skin, but bloated and really snaky. I threw that uniform out that night. It stunk so bad. I tossed it. I could not get that smell out of it. Kurt, you know, if you've ever smelled an unalive body, whew, especially in the desert heat, has been sitting there for a couple of days or even a month because she didn't pay rent. So anyhow, that was that nightmare. Uh, there's more. I'm just hitting the highlights. So I did the constables. I put my time in there. I worked constables and Boulder City Police Department consecutively for 4 years. I'll do the running back and forth, running back for 3 years. I also put my extra nursing school on working this many hours, my baby mom. So then, when I was a constable, I ran into the chief of police in Las Vegas. Talked to him for a while, whatever. This is North Las Vegas, guys, just to let you know, hood. Drive-bys, hood, same place where I lived. At the very end. I'll get to that at the end. Long and short, boo. I got a little card slipped from the chief of police. You want to come work for us? You hear that shit? You hear that crazy lady? Told you she yells at everything. Yeah, she screams all night like a freaking nut job. Oh, okay, where was I? So I did that Boulder City bounce and Constable bounce for a while. That was great. Had fun. Good times, bad times. Lots of learning, really fast, under fire. Right into the frying pan, got handed a card, got recruited, saw the salary, said, oh, hell yeah. Then I got hired right here to work in the city. I lived here in Henderson. Boulder City's right there. So I'd show you my house in Henderson. But the thing that pisses me off is it's a gated community. Where's the highway? It's easy to get turned around. Okay. My first house that I bought out here was gorgeous. Behind a gated community. Guards. No. Where's the gate? Amy, we were just looking at this. Why am I all lost? I forgot the address. 798. I'll get it. Bear with me 1 second, guys. It's been 6 years. So, it's airport. Come up, that's the highway 95. Get off here. Come up here. Boom, here we go. This is my first community. Unfortunately, Google Maps does not cover the inside of my community, but I can show you from the overhead. Beautiful, quiet neighborhood. That's where I had Max. Max was born, well, Max grew up. Anyway, I can't go past that. There's a park right back there. But we'll go to my house right now. I'll show you the house from the upside, maybe. 798 Telfer, I think it was. 798 Telfer Avenue. No, Telfer. Telfer Lane. Yeah. Corner property. This my house right here. Bam. All these. I did all this decorating. Palm trees, palm trees, palm trees. I had it, made it that way. I wanted palm trees everywhere. And in the middle of this little spot there was a campfire pit. We'd have people over, we'd sit there, rock speakers, partying. There's a pathway. This is my first baby mama. The pool, hot spot. I'm telling you, this house was gorgeous. It was on the corner, big lot. My friend Tony lived right over here. He was a Metro cop as well. So that's that. And it's a shame they won't let me. Because if you could actually see the house, it'd blow your mind. All right, so I lived there for 8 years, 6 years. And then boom, 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 divorce. And we move on. I forgot. Oh, yeah. After that, I went to live with Jim, buddy of mine, somewhere in here. He was another cop. He worked for the transit police. He started off as one of us, had a little hiccup, and then ended up with another department. So here's where my substation was. No, not Telfer Lane, you idiot. Let me reset. But, bam, okay. And you guys, you can see, it was a 10-minute drive from my house to the substation. CCSD police. Unlabeled, unmarked. Everything we did was that. In our building, unlabeled, unmarked. There was a huge dispatch center in there. A huge dispatch center in there. Talk about state of the art. Oh my God. Okay. Thank you, George. You could stop texting me now, please. Thank you. Anyway, 120 Corporate Park Drive. That's where we checked in every day. I would park my car over here. Drive my car, personal car. You keep doing that, I'm going to show your name. You keep thinking it's funny. Go ahead, Amy. Now you're wrecking my train of thought. All right, seriously. So yeah, parking lot. Squad cars. Where are they? Community something. Let me. So drive. Boom. There's a parking lot. That was our lot. Let's see if there's any police cars that you can see. Boom. I park my personal car in here. And park it next to my police car. Pick up police car. Drive out of here. Boom. Out of the gates we go. I worked day shift Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Drove that in the end. That exact SUV. Our patrol cars were patrol cars, black and whites. Actually, they're blue. Navy blue, navy blue, navy blue. Let me see if I can show you one. It actually stood out. I loved my police car. Oh my God. I took care of that thing like you would not believe. It looked so good. I kept the tires dripping wet. Kept it blue. Shiny. Let's see. I know none of them. None of her. That looks like an old crew. That's one of our crew. Looks like an older picture. Let me see. I bet I can find a picture of me in here somewhere. That looks like the police officer's ball. Oh, getting closer. Motorcycle unit. I'd shit my pants if I saw myself on here. That'd be pretty funny. Yeah. Pretty cool. Traffic. Henderson, Nevada. You're a stupid idiot. As bad. That was this. Shut up. Quit your screaming. You shut up. You listener? I'm just kidding. She can't hear me. Yeah, so that was my final resting place. Oh, wow. Talk about a hell of a career. I don't even know where to start or what to do or what to say. That was just the beginning. I mean, Henderson or Boulder City and Constable's just the beginning. I still got 15 more years or 12 or something with this department. I got 10 minutes left. So, because I'm only going for an hour. We can pick the rest up another time. Because, yeah, it does get a little bit more active. And especially the closer you get to the city. Like I said, I had a habit of doing it with the police cars. First thing I would do when I get on shift, especially in the morning, circle the city. 215 comes around to 95, 95, 95, 95 to the 15. It makes one big loop. Goes right by our place. I would take the morning loop, check out city of Las Vegas. Sometimes just to get an adrenaline rush. First thing in the morning, Naked City by the Stratosphere. You shut up. Who are you yelling at? Jesus H. And they say I have mental disorders. Naked City. Oh, look it up. Boom, boom, bang, bang. Drugs, guns, gangbangers, murders. Oh, I mean, body counts high. You notice you never hear anything about murders out of Las Vegas. And I know the answer to that secret, too. And go ahead and look up right now the United States history. Largest mass shooting took place. Where do you think? Where do you think in the United States the world's largest mass shooting would have taken place? Or the country's largest mass shooting? Take a guess. Just guess. I bet you don't know because Las Vegas covered it up like that. Tourism money. Remember Mandalay Bay shooting? I know you remember that. I was there for that. Right here. The guy was on the 32nd floor. Right in there. The concert venue was right down here. Trying to tell a story and I got some white trash yelling. Like, United States largest mass shooting, but you never hear about it. Guess what? I'm right there. Guess where I was? Right here. And right here. Ask Grok a question. You guys don't believe me, watch. Because nobody believes me when I say that. Hey, Grok, in United States history, the United States' largest mass shooting was conducted in what city in the US of A? And when?
The largest mass shooting in U.S. history was the Las Vegas shooting on October 1st, 2017, at the Mandalay Bay Resort. 60 people died and over 400 were injured.
Yeah, I was there. It was a bloodbath.
That must have been terrifying. How are you holding up now?
Nah, shut up.
What do you mean?
I mean, shut up.
Okay.
Not here to talk about my feelings. Boom, there's a concert venue area. Ooh, what's his name? Country singer. D. Damn, I forgot his name. I saw camera footage of him when out. He was on stage. He was on stage doing whatever. And the gunshots rang out. Instead of telling his fans, James Aldean. And actually, it was right. Yeah, it was right here. James Aldean, that piece of shit, goes running off the stage like a little girl with a skirt flying up in the wind. Didn't even, boom, 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 boom. Didn't even tell his people this concert we're being shot at. Duck and cover. Aldean ran like a little bitch. Whew. Didn't say a word. Left all those people out there. Well, this maniac was on the 32nd floor with automatic machine guns shooting straight down at random into the crowd. People were running across Las Vegas Boulevard to Tropicana Hotel Casino. Right across the road, people were running into it. We were getting reports that there was multiple shooters in the Tropicana, which is right here. I don't know what they demolished it. That's right. Tropicana was right here. We were getting reports shots were being fired from there. Anyway, long and short, was largest shooting or U.S. largest shooting air bomb there. Yeah, I was there for it. So I've been there, done that, got the T-shirt. Hamburg, you suck. Bunch of pussies, Hamburg police. I'd like to see one of these Hamburg cops run around. Little babies. Well, there's Legion Stadium. That was when I left. That was just near completion. Almost done for the Raiders. All right, 57 minutes. I got 3 minutes to go. And man, I haven't even delved into my job yet. We're just getting around Las Vegas. I could make this a 2-part thing, entertainment-wise, dirty place-wise. I could tell many stories. And you name it, party places, strip, food, Fremont Street was the place to go if you were a local. Fremont Street, look it up. Here, I'll show you really quick. Cool place, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Live music. I'm not kidding you when I say it either. 24/7. Live music, food, whatever. All under a covered roof with lights over it. Which lasted a quarter of a mile. There's the covered roof. And that was Fremont Street. All under there, nothing but casinos and parties. I had a buddy who I played guitar with in this casino right here. On the bottom floor. This is where I also met Slash. Guns N' Roses. Yeah. This casino, actually, I played guitar in a couple of times with a friend that played there full time. Plaza. But Fremont Street was the place. Mm-hmm. Nobody went to the strip. The strip was too touristy. So that's all outside. These are LED lights. Millions and millions and millions. All the way down. All it is going to let us. During the day, that's what it looks like. At night, it turns into a giant television screen all the way from there. All the way here. With zip line. zip lines running straight through. Golden Nugget, the Golden Gate, Hotel Casino. These were all lined by casinos and hotels. Take a little walk down here. There was stages, right? Oh yeah, this is the beer spot. This is the West End. Not so much of a tourist trap. You'd be surprised. People go to Vegas and they go to the Strip. Number one, waste money. You're gonna lose it on the Strip. You ain't gonna win. Fremont, got a little bit of a chance. I actually won a competition down there, $250 blackjack. That was at the Golden Nugget. Yes, which is right here. Duh. Golden Nugget. Binions, stayed there. I've stayed in all these hotels. I think I've stayed in every hotel in Las Vegas, to be honest with you. And that's not even a joke. Four Queens. Man, we haven't even gotten into my after police career and all that. Uber, Lyft driving, and the crazy stories with that. Anyhow, the bands would set up right here. Poison played here. Snake Pit slash. Actually, this is a road. Where's the stage? No, it's a zip line. Anyway, the stages are back here. And there's four stages. There are four main stages. One was way at that end. Another one was at the other end. And not the street, but there's a little block over here. Like after there. And there somewhere. Stage and a stage. Literally like right across from each other almost. So you turn around and you're watching one band, turn around and you're watching another band. And then everything crazy is happening in between. This lady behind me is going to give me a heart attack from stress. She's yelling so loud. Four Queens, good buffet. At the Four Queens, cheap beer. When I drank, I don't drink anymore. Wait, what the D? This is where the stages were. Okay, right here. Oh, they got shit there now, but there wasn't crap there. Yes, thank you very much. They are. Listen. I would come here on duty and just walk. Just walk around. Can you use your picture? Can we have your picture taken with you? Your picture taken with you? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Little touristy trap kind of stuff here and there, but mostly, honestly, the locals, when they went out, you went to Fremont. The drinks cheap, food cheap, a buffet, $11.99 for shrimp, lobster, seafood, steak. I mean, get the fuck out of here, really. I'm not kidding you. $7.99. This is off duty. On duty, I shouldn't say it out loud. Shut up. Quit your swearing. Act like a lady. I'll say the F word again, you ignorant piece of trailer trash. So distracting. Anyway, long and short, fun, wow. Yay, Fremont Street. Okay, guys, we're going to stop it right there for right now. With the glitz and the glamour. I haven't even, I've been here an hour and honest to God, an hour and 5 minutes. And I feel like I haven't even touched the top. I thought I'd be able to fit this all in an hour, but all right, guys. So that was how I got started, and this is how I got ended. So yeah, I thank you for watching this. I appreciate it. Thank you for paying attention during my city tour of being a Las Vegas police officer. Police officer in Las Vegas, Nevada. We will end it here. Thank you very much. This lady can knock it off. Have a good night. Take care of each other. Love one another. I have 2 more days left, and then I have to make a decision. All right. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. I love you all. Love you guys. Love my Colonel Panic family. I'm going to put you back in the window now where you belong and let you continue your chat. Say your goodbyes. 3, round 2, and we'll leave on a good note.